Hey everyone, it's Holly. Welcome back to part 2 of an unboxing. I will be getting this box and something else. I kind of dropped clues. It's kind of obvious as to what exactly I might be getting in these upcoming boxes. But I still want to make this video just to show you guys what I got. I am super excited right now, because this is part of a 2-part package. It'll be this package and something else in this video, and then in the future video it'll include the other package that was with this originally. So let us get started. Start with this tape here. I know, kind of looks like I'm going to hurt myself a little bit, but okay. Alright, got it open. Now, let's see what's in here. So now, as a new addition to my collection, we have Technical Bulletin number 1 from 1950 to 1952, as well as the policy in the Technical Bulletin Index. So if I'm ever needing to know where something is, let's say I want to learn about e-meter essentials, that would be in volume 6, pages number 96 to 97. That's all this is it's just a reference as to what volumes you can find stuff in. That's all this is. But let's give Technical Bulletin number 1 a look. So we have in here Dianetics, the original thesis, conferences of auditing, professional course lectures, LRH recorded lectures. So a lot of these are articles, books, lectures, dispatches. So let's see what we have over here. Advertisements for books. Yep, lectures. Postulate processing, how to read the needle. So this is actually relating to the e-meter. Let's see this. Here we go. Electropsychometric auditing, the operator's manual. So this will help us to understand some of the basics. I am really looking forward to this, but for some reason there is a label of text. I'm assuming maybe the underside was the underneath here must have been covered with something or whatever, so they covered it up, and just to have the actual text come through clearly. They've got it in several places, it looks like, throughout this book. The 5 reactions of the needle. The single drop, a slow downward sweep to the right, which may go from 1/4 of an inch to a whole dial. This means that a heavy facsimile has been brought into view. Yeah, with all my times fucking around with that e-meter, shit kept going to the right all the time. Second is the stuck needle, where it doesn't move. That means the PC is stuck on the track, usually in an apathy incident. PC's taken out of it with Technique 80. So, you know what? Let's take a look. Where is Technique 80? Let's see what we got here. Technique 80. Technique 80 is in first book, number 626. So let's go to page 626. Technique 80 says that we can use any effort or counter effort anywhere we find it and unravel the track from that point. What has the pre-clear done with this counter effort, and what has this counter effort done to him? This is the aberration. What? Rules of games. This is a reproduction of a mimeographed sheet handed out to students attending the Philadelphia doctorate course. So this talks about Philadelphia doctorate course lectures, components of experience, sanity needs creation, destruction balance, invalidation section, interruptions. These are all exercises which I am going to mark off at a later date, but I definitely need to run through this and put into some tabs, some tab notes as to where things are. I'm excited. I'm really excited at this. So. Let's see what the next box brings. So, we have the second box here. Let's see what's inside. Try not to damage what's in here. As you can see, it was pretty heavy. Alright, let us start with getting all cardboard out. Alright. Book number 1, covered in bubble wrap. Do the wrap. So, start with the first package in bubble wrap. And once I open this, you'll already know what everything else is. And I'm pretty sure you can already tell what this is. Research and Discovery, Volume 5. So, we got Volume 5. Let's see if we can take a look at some of what's in here. Kind of lectures we got. Child Dianetics. So they're running Dianetics and processing on children, obviously. The Art of Processing, Practical Auditing. This is letter from the Institute of Home Economics and Nutrition from a Nina Montalban about contributing to Dianetics progress through work in the field of nutrition. Group Dianetics, parts 1 and 2. We got Handling Psychotics, Education in Dianetics, Thought, Life, in the Material Universe. So this seems almost like it starts bringing in MEST. The Auditor's Code. The Accessibility Chart. What is the Accessibility Chart? Degrees of accessibility. Personality accessible for conversation. Memory accessible for straight wire. ARC break locks accessible. Circuits accessible. ARC engrams accessible. Own valence consistently accessible. Engrams accessible for erasure. And full reason accessible or clear. Those are the degrees. So the personality accessibility for conversation is supposed to be the lowest one. See what other things we have in here. Opening the case. ARC and the dynamics. Running standard procedure. Handling chronic somatics in stuck cases. People who are dealing with chronic illnesses. Straight memory and tone scales. Valences and demon circuits. Oh, that kind of brings me to a good subject. So I mentioned how they don't like the LGBT people. I don't think they'd especially like me, because if I go in there and they find out I'm a dude, or I was a dude, and then I'm transitioning to female, they're probably going to think I'm out of valence, which means I'm pretending to be somebody else that I'm actually not. That's what they would say about me, is that I'm out of valence. Students who completed rigorous training in Dianetics theory and technique and proved their competence were awarded the Hubbard Dianetic Auditor Certificates, such as the one pictured. Groups. So like you already know, these are all lectures that Hubbard gave. Ads for books, locations, chain scanning. All right, so that gets the index, and we're done with that one. Second book. There's a lot in this one. So we got numbers 5. Oh, this one's still sealed. So let us unwrap this. Research and Discovery. This is volume 7. This is from August 7th to October 12th of 51. Don't worry, I will be careful. There we go. If I can just get my finger in there. Or my thumbnail. Break the plastic seal. We can get this book out. It almost says, what does it say? 1995. I think that's when this was created. This was either published or sold. But ooh, fresh cracking of the spine. We got self-analysis, Dianetics axioms and logic postulates, purpose of human evaluation, dynamics of existence. We already know about the 8 dynamics. I discussed those already. Conquest of the physical universe. Oh, it even defines psychopath. A person whose behavior is largely amoral and asocial, and who is characterized by irresponsibility, lack of remorse or shame, perverse or impulsive, often criminal behavior. What is your definition of criminal? And other serious personality defects, generally without psychotic attacks or symptoms. Got the Wichita Publishing Company. Let's take a look at this picture quick, just to show you what this looked like in 51. This was the Wichita Publishing Company. Axioms and effort processing fundamentals, randomity and effort, self-determined effort processing, the cellular postulate, notes on black Dianetics. Actually, some of these are reminding me of what is in this first technical bulletin here. Theta facsimiles, mimicry, illusion, line charge, whatever the hell that means. Motion and effort. The ARC triangle. Ooh, is this when they first discussed... Oh no, this isn't when they first discussed the ARC triangle. This is later on. I don't exactly know when the ARC triangle was established. The tone scale and self-analysis. Let's see if we can get any more cool stuff in the back here. Effort in engrams, randomity and emotion, epicenters and self-determinism. Numbers 33 to 49 of the axioms. Theory of epicenters, axioms 14 to 32. Effort processing summary. Statics and motions and axioms 1 to 14. The logics, and then back to axioms and effort processing. Alright, so we'll throw this somewhere in here. Okay. Next book. I'm wondering what lecture series a lot of these are from. I wish it would tell me what lecture series they came from, but that is actually in Technical Bulletin number 1, so I can probably take a look through there and see what lectures they showed up in. Get that plastic off. Got like pieces of wood on here. Number 6, from December 20th, 1950 to August 6th, 1951. This one seems like it has quite a bit of time involved with it. It was in December of 50 that Ron began recording a series of 15-minute lectures to more widely disseminate the principles of Dianetics and their application to life across the dynamics. Originally recorded and distributed to a network of 126 radio stations in the U.S., transcripts of 7 of these brilliant talks survive and are presented in this volume. And here is a picture of Hubbard when he had more hair, at least. Not necessarily the best looking guy in the world. And this is only a few. If this is 1950, this is only a few years after he ran off with Sarah Northrup, Jack Parsons' girlfriend from California. Third dynamic, gradients of accessibility, hurdy-gurdy, straight wire and haywire. How to straighten out a group. Ron's May 15th message. Oh, so a lot of these are in here. I did notice the May 15th message. That is fascinating. Okay, so I'll know what lectures these come from when I scroll through these first. What am I, not on the computer anymore? When I look through this first Technical Bulletin volume, theta mesh theory, all possible aberrations, theory behind theta and mesh, demonstration of validating theta, new techniques, the chart of human evaluation, and Dianetics processing. So one example is imaginary incidents. Let's say I'm 1-1. 2 hypnotics suggest no such incidents. There's entire lectures on the chart of human evaluation. Validation processing, demonstration of validation processing, the complete auditor, part 1 and 2, meshed straight wire, meshed processing, kind of makes me think of locationals. Some educational data, more on meshed processing, basic processing, basic reason, part 1 and 2. Let's see what we got here. Survival and the human mind. Survival processing. I'm assuming this didn't come far before. What's it called? Science of survival. So we have now numbers 5, 7, and 6. So let's throw that in here. Next book. Fuck it, we're just gonna cut this from here. Cut through 2 layers at once, why not? Ooh, this one feels like it's... Yep, still wrapped in plastic. Number 3, July 6th to August 4th, 1950. I'm going to have to make a box for all my lectures and throw that under my bed. Oh, there's already a break in it. So, let's see what we can get. This is so satisfying to me. God, just to have these is incredible. Granted, it was a little expensive to get these technical bulletins, and I do plan on getting the what do you call them? The green volumes, the management volumes. I did purchase them, and I think the only thing not in that order is number 4. So I think that's the technical division. So I need to find number 4, and I think that collection will be entirely completed. There's still a few more of the red volumes I need to find. Vicissitudes of the Pre-Clear, Summaries of Standard Procedure, Getting a Case Rolling, About Psychotics, How to Become an Auditor in 1 Easy Lesson. That will be interesting to read. Holy shit. That's gonna be cool as hell to read. Standard Procedure and Accessibility, Review of Standard Procedure, Auditor's Skill, Part 1 and 2, Conception Sperm Sequence. So I guess this has to do with auditing during conception. Circuitry, not auditing a woman while she's having sex, but auditing the pre-clear all the way back to conception. Things an auditor must not do. I'll center myself a little bit. That was kind of stupid. Erasures. Processing children. Again, we already know that they do this. Derivation of laws, part 1. Part played by the analytical mind. Again, Dianetics. Manifestations which assist the auditor. What was that I just saw? I think I see something over here. Prospective students detail their qualifications for training as Dianetic auditors in this letter of application to the director of the LA office of the Hubbard Dianetic Research Foundation. So people are actually sending in their resumes. Academic training, where they interned. This person went to Harvard Medical College. Wow. Running former lives. The Anatomy of the Demon Circuit. This letter, written by Ron, appeared in the August 1950 issue of Astounding Science Fiction. Astounding had published Ron's article, Dianetics, The Evolution of a Science, just 3 months earlier. Yeah, I forgot. This was one of the pulp magazines that he published in. He could write so many stories that an entire pulp magazine was just him under different pen names. He could bang out that many stories that quickly. Diagnosis data and the importance of getting engrams. Relation of ARC, I should say. Pardon the banging, that's the radiator. So if you're okay with that. I still need the technical division though. That's gonna kind of suck to find, but it looks like it's a huge ass volume. All right. Next book, and this is 1, 2, 3 left. 3 of these bitches left. Okay. Bubble wrap. Get this open. Would have been much more efficient. Number 4, August 5th to September 29th, 1950. Now, let me actually quickly take a look through this. So, you saw me unbox technical bulletins. In the meantime, while I was waiting for these to get delivered, I went through this and just took some quick bookmark tabs on some stuff that looked interesting. So we got Elizabeth lectures. You got the third dynamics, gradients of accessibility, and hurdy-gurdy, straight wire, and haywire. So we know about those because we saw those. How to pick up occluded data. That's just a thing from the Dianetic Auditor's Bulletin. Got the 26 Perceptics. Let's see if I can find the actual lectures. Here we go. Where did we see some of these old lectures? I think it was in this previous area here. Demonstration of lock scanning. That's not one that we've seen yet, but we may. Restarting stalled cases. Scanning ARC. Symbological processing. Whole track. Shit. The anatomy of an overt act. Okay. Anyway, I'll look through these later. But, book number 4. Let's see it. The Oakland Public Lecture Series, the LA Public and Professional Course Lectures. Wow. So these are the only two lecture series that they have, but this is 10-star daily news. Since the publication of Dianetics, the Modern Science of Mental Health in May of 1950, Dianetics had gained popularity at an astonishing rate. By early August, the book had sold more than 50,000 copies and figured prominently on bestseller lists across the country. The subject had become a national phenomenon, with the media proclaiming its astounding growth and regularly featuring news of its expansion and successes. Dianetics groups had sprung up by the hundreds as people read the book, passed it on to friends and family, and started to audit towards clear. So it looks like these are all news articles about L. Ron Hubbard and Dianetics when it was first published. Introducing Dianetics, Straight Wire, ARC. Wait, what number was this? Number 4? So is this when he's first talking about ARC? I kind of hope it is. I seriously hope it is. Yep. This morning I'm going to talk to you about a triangle. So this is the ARC triangle. This is the first lecture he ever gave on it. Deniers, bouncers, and holders. So different types of stuff related to auditing. Opening the case, taking inventory. Preventive Dianetics. Educational Dianetics, the analytical mind. Spectrum from psychosis to clear. Tools of the trade. I'm not going to go through all these again. How to resolve stalled cases. Demonstration. Demonstration of procedure. I'm curious if what Dianetics can do. Intro to Dianetics. I'm wondering if this is the Dianetics lectures that I have. If this is related to it. The auditor's code, standard procedure chart. Different types of cases, demonstrations. How to resolve stalled cases, we already looked at that. Running an engram. Oh my god, this is the lecture that I heard. Holy sh... This was the first lecture I heard on that Dianetics lecture series. This was the one about running an engram, the one that I said that I was really looking forward to, and the one that I thought was really weird. Oh, this is fascinating. I know I already have these. I don't care whether I have... I don't care that I have just the audio copies. Having a physical transcript is also kind of cool, especially in a big volume like this. My god, I can just go back. As I'm looking over this, I can hear the female PC talking and mentioning this. Running a secondary. Anatomy of the mind. Alright. I'm getting so carried away with all this that let's just get this done. So this is now going to be book number 6. Oh, this one's still wrapped in plastic. Number 2, from June 19th to July 5th of 1950. So I don't know how many lectures this is going to actually include, considering the fact that Hubbard published Dianetics in May of 50. So we're actually getting really, really close to the beginning. This is only just a month or two away. So let's see the lectures that he had going on here. Details about getting started in auditing. People going to Ron's New Jersey home for Dianetic training. Got the handling of cases. The 15-minute assist. That's okay. I didn't know that this existed. This is very, very interesting. Let's pull this little thing out here. Valences, engrams to auditors about diagnosis. Wait, co-auditors. What the fuck was that I just read? Looks. Oh, it's with a third co-auditor and L. Ron Hubbard. Oh wait, 5th co-auditor. Institutional Dianetics. LRH wrote this reply to a letter from a Dallas, Texas Dianeticist who had expressed interest in making Dianetics technology available to the people of Japan by getting the modern science of mental health translated there. Wow. Running out the birth engram. So, hypnosis, which all Dianetics actually is. Demon circuits. Testing for the right engram. Elizabeth, New Jersey witnessed the first days of Dianetics development and hosted the many people from around the world who came to study and audit under Ron's direct supervision. There's Hubbard in the top right-hand corner. Birth, sense of reality, conception, reduction of engrams, research and discovery part 1, address of auditor to PC. 2 important tools of the Dianetic auditor on the Dianetic diagnosis card. The auditor recorded details of the pre-clear's life, somatics, aberrations, etc. discovered during diagnosis. In the case book, the auditor logged the auditing the pre-clear received, results achieved, and the progress toward clear. Their use is described in the lecture that follows, and that is entering a case. Then we have demonstration of handling a case, handling somatics, application of procedure, types of cases, and that seems to be the end of it there. But, final look. So, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and if I'm not wrong, this one is number 9. God, it's like Christmas. Look, I know this may not interest you guys, but this is just so fun for me. I'm just going to put this content up there in case anyone else likes this kind of stuff. Okay. Oh god, I still have like 10 more technical bulletins coming in. Fuck, I gotta find a place to put all this shit. Okay, so this is number 9 from January 1st to March 7th of 52. Polio, arthritis, blindness. Volunteer subjects for the testing of techniques in Dianetics on chronic somatics which have passed for polio, paralysis, arthritis, and total blindness are desired. Auditing of subjects to be done by L. Ron Hubbard personally or under his immediate supervision. No charges or obligations of any kind. Volunteers preferred between 10 and 50 who are partially or wholly incapacitated. No drugs, hypnotism, or surgery. Only Dianetics will be used. Ron's research included the effects of auditing on psychosomatic illnesses. In accordance with the directive he wrote, the Foundation put ads in a local paper asking for people with arthritis, polio, and even blindness to contact the Foundation. The first ad ran for 6 days from the 10th to 15th of January, and a second ad, acknowledging those who responded, appeared on the 16th of January. Desires to thank the large number of individuals who have so generously volunteered to assist the program of demonstrating the efficiency of Dianetic technique on total blindness, polio, paralysis, and arthritis. Results of the program will be published in the future. Only the severely handicapped are being treated. And I'm betting it didn't work. Ron briefed auditors with a summary of his discoveries about the service facsimile chain. A few days later, Ron founded the Hubbard College in Wichita to deliver advanced auditor training. Shortly after its opening, he gave his first lectures to the students at the college. These included the lectures of the summary course in which he reviewed the progress of Dianetics and gave several auditing demonstrations using the newest model of the E-meter. So let us see what the Matheson electropsychometer looked like before it evolved to what I have today. This is what it looked like with the cans and all that stuff. This big box, rather than any sleek-looking new device. Survival. In the following lecture, Ron discusses his discovery of the dynamic principle of existence and how his study of the Bible, Vedic hymns, and Greek philosophy aided him in the discovery. Questions and answers. Service facsimiles, the impact of Dianetics on our society. Running regret and emotional curve. Running surfac chains. Effort processing. The psychogalvanometer. So where is he talking about it for the first time? As more and more people became skilled in the basic techniques of Dianetics, the need for more advanced courses became evident. The Foundation reorganized the courses in Dianetics and began offering Bachelor of Dianetics, Master of Dianetics, and Doctor of Dianetics degrees. That's interesting. I did not know this. The Hubbard Dianetic Foundation, Inc. offers 4 well-organized and executed courses in Dianetics. The Basic Dianetic Auditor's Course, which, when satisfactorily completed, has the award of a Hubbard Dianetic Auditor's Certificate. The Advanced Course in Dianetics, which has an award of a Bachelor of Dianetics, the BDN. Advanced Course in Practical Dianetics is the Master. The Advanced Course in Theoretical Dianetics is the Doctor of Dianetics degree. Wow, I didn't even know there were degrees. What the fuck? Mysticism, Dianetics, the Modern Miracle, the Code of Behavior. God, he spoke a lot. Review of progress of Dianetics and Dianetics business. Summary of aberrative incidents. Scientology Milestone 1. A telegram announcing the summary course, the latest series of LRH lectures to the professional course students. The transcripts of this series are presented in the following pages. Hubbard Dianetic Foundation, 211 West Douglas, am giving a series of lectures 5 hours per day for 10 days as the professional course tapes beginning March 3rd. This series to cover the whole of Dianetics as it exists to date. Will require good recording equipment. Advise that you inform affiliates as this will be a professional course without any remission of fee and will not be a conference, but they might like to have some of their students attend. Best regards, glad you're well, Ron. Outline of therapy. Demonstration of the e-meter. That's actually really interesting. Okay. The axioms and how they apply to auditing. Thought, emotion, and effort. Discovery of facsimile 1. Auditing facsimile 1. Thoughts and pre-clears. Emotion. Whole track facsimiles. Effort and counter-effort. Attack on the pre-clear. Facsimiles, how to handle recordings. Indoctrination of the pre-clear. And about the author. So, you know about L. Ron Hubbard. We got the indexes. You got your places. You got your little glossary here in the back. Alice in Wonderland, which is used in some of the training routines. Astral walking, Aunt Tibia, the made-up name for a family member in an example of a pre-clear remembering an incident. Tibia means the shin bone. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Francis Bacon, BAP, slang for a hit or a punch. Make a citizen out of somebody. E-therapy, epizoochics, epiglutis. Used in the lecture to make fun of complicated psychiatric terminology. Isn't the epiglottis part of your throat or some shit? Epiglitis, used in the lecture as an example of a supposedly uncurable affliction. Wow. So, alright, so he talks about some photography stuff in here. The Bible. Yeah, we knew that already. So, we got number 9. Number 7 and number 6. Number 5. Number 4. Number 3 and number 2. I can't wait to eventually find the rest of these. So I know I have... completely forgot which ones I had. I know I have 4 others. So this will bring me up to 11 of these books out of a possible 13 or 14. I'm assuming there may be an R&D dictionary. I'll see if I can find it. But I know this was a big unboxing. I want to thank all of you guys for watching this and sitting with me as I unbox all this new stuff from Scientology. Again, like if you like the video, dislike it if you don't. I don't really give a shit because YouTube. Comment with any feedback or questions you have, good, bad, or sideways, as long as it's not spam. And subscribe if you want to be kept up to date on future content. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.